do like this chart a lot still. It's a good one. A little more interesting 16s. That actually makes you work. Always a good one.
Absolutely perfect!
I don't remember.
Next stage.
Why?
Would be funny.
For what? Play co-op on all these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Time two. Over.
So it's fun, but the ending's really annoying. Like I said, annoying ending. But it's fine. It is what it is.
Absolutely perfect!
Like, I know this is a chart people don't really like. But it's fine for what it is. It's just
Next stage.
appropriately annoying. It's not a bad chart. It definitely takes its risks, and I can at least appreciate that.
Right to the left.
Yeah. So you could do a full co-op. I'm not doing that. My toe actually kind of hurts. I don't know if I'm going to do a full set today. Saved it because I almost hesitated too long.
Absolutely perfect!
I didn't completely screw up, so there. That helps.
Next stage.
As long as we're not completely screwing up. Alright, last one to play is gun turn.
Double X. Beat it.
Let's see if I remember all my strats for this actually. It's been a while. I'll just play slow. I only have to play it once. Not 12s. Whatever. Like I said, I just didn't really want to take on that seriously.
Unbelievable! You are the best!
It's a really hard chart to score, like, past a certain point. Like, if you're trying to get towards PG, it's quite hard to score. And definitely one of the hardest ones to do.
Next stage.
Because there's just so many places you can trip. Especially the ending, being at the very end.
And then...
We'll finish this credit out and then we will do the revised mock set. We'll at least do the singles part of it. Maybe do some more parts.
Phoenix, round 2.
Let's fix this. Like I'm already here, might as well fix it. No problem. But ow, my toe. Yeah, my toe is not feeling great.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Let me put these screenshots up.
Game over!
Let's test the revised set. So the revised single set went ahead and took out Takeout S20 and Phantom Inrosa S22, and decided to replace them with Papacito S20 and Allegro Furioso S20. And I think that's a better balance. Because Takeout's really annoying. I don't really enjoy playing Takeout S20 anymore. It's like legitimately actually my least favorite chart for the song now. So I think replacing it with two other S20s that are a bit more appealing than just a slowdown and some straight running will be a little more fun.
New series. Use your individual zone level challenge. Level 16.
Anyways, we'll run it from the top here. We'll run this from the top. I should probably
Level
just-
16.
Good thing I don't need this fast to start off. Nice, easy, relaxing one to start with. It really is. And it's like just so fun to play.
Absolutely perfect! Next stage. Level 16.
Tatsudaira. That one will always be a little scary at the end because those hyper twists at the end are pretty hard. Difficulty.
Absolutely perfect!
Like for something at 136, that gets so nasty at the end. Even more so than like you got in the rocket. I realize there's a lot. There's less break in this as a whole. The repetition section kind of just beats you up a little bit to make you wear down. You get the long rest. But once you hit those 30-second bursts and just hit the runs, you gotta go at that point, and there's no stopping to that.
Level 8 to level 19.
Well, I can't wait to hear everybody's reactions to this title when we get to it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great to hear that, like when I watch back VODs or such. Probably want to do that part with my ankle. Turned out. Flustered like that. If I get a grade, don't get flustered. If I didn't even get a grade, I got something else. Can't afford to get flustered though. Too many prep so much time on this. I play doubles so much that I don't play singles enough. That's fine.
Level 19. Level 20.
no problem.
Absolutely perfect! Next stage.
And then conveniently, Allegro's right over here. Conveniently, Allegro's right here. Allegro, Allegro, Allegro. This set is definitely going to be Allegro. How the difficulty keeps getting up. I only double tapped instead of triple tapped on that one. That's my fault. Gotta make sure I hit 3 notes.
Absolutely perfect!
666 though. I'm just gonna say that was intentional. I'll pretend that was intentional.
Sure.
Game over!
Let's play the rest of the single set. The rest of the single set is the same, although Loki has moved. Loki's moved to where Phantom Intermezzo was, so it's in the second set now. But otherwise, this is the same.
New tunes. Difficult tune. Co-op play. Level 10. Level 21.
Get the freaking ending, but nothing else. Get the ending just fine, but nothing else. Wow. That's a set of counts. That's a score. That's definitely a score.
Next stage. Level 21. Level 22.
Oh well. Be careful not to slip. No slipping and tripping. Short, getting those beds. Need to make sure my feet are better.
Absolutely perfect!
Need to make sure not to cut my feet position short because I'm triggering blues and center at the same time. I feel it. Being more careful. I still think that's a fun chart, as annoying as it is. Because it's meant to be annoying. It was another. And it would be another 3 games until this got a new chart. So this is what we kind of stuck with. This and another nightmare. If you were brave enough. Only if you were brave enough.
Level 22, level 23.
Anyways. That needs a lot of work. That needs a lot of work there. Way too many misses.
Yes! Your skills are really amazing!
I know it's not like one of my strongest skills, but that needs work.
Next stage.
Why don't we practice that after we do the next two songs? Because I'm definitely not feeling comfortable with this still. So I need to actually be comfortable. Everything just kind of throw me off because this is not the kind of skill set I'm good at. So we're going to work at it in a bit. Let's go through the other two songs first. Let's go through those other two songs first.
Level 23, level 24 over.
This feels so much slower now, and yet it's no less relentless. It's so much slower, and yet it's no less relentless. I think it's much harder. I think I just got one miss again, like I did in XX. That's a double whammy, missing the double S. It's still really good though. I'm okay with that. No, I'm not gonna have it on. I'll be okay. Since I know I'm playing on NKX, I'm fine.
Next stage.
Man, I was so good. I was so nervous keeping that combo too. Wouldn't have this been a funny first 24S for single? I guess it wouldn't be that funny considering I had one miss in XX like 3-4 years ago. I can't remember. I wish I mashed just a little bit harder. That being said, I still feel pretty good energy-wise, even trying to score attack it, so that's a good sign. Damn. Damn. Let's see how ultimatum goes. Had a really good ultimatum yesterday. life bar didn't budge. Wow. That life bar didn't budge.
Yeah,
That's acceptable
I
score.
knew you could do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Playing zero as before this actually really helps because my body's already ready for 200, so I can just minimize from there. Yeah, that's good. Let me sit for a second and we'll try and practice dark side.
Game over.
So I definitely want to practice dark side. Everything else in single should be fine. I shouldn't have any huge worries aside from pneumono, and I'll work on pneumono. And then double, I've already confirmed, is perfectly fine how it is. I'm just going to have to work for dignity in 1948. So I got to work for it. Yeah, like this should be a fine set. It's balanced in a lot of ways, where I could still get a good warm up in mid set. Because if in case nobody's ever been inside like the GDQ stream room, that room is cold, very cold, and it's kept cold. So I have to expect to play a set pretty cold. I'm not really going to get much of a warm up even while setting up, because otherwise I'll probably be probably banging on the mics over at the checkpoint station when that's happening, so I don't want that to happen. Actually, am I at checkpoint? Yeah, I'm right after checkpoint. So, definitely do not want to do that, but that's why the set is constructed in a way where I can warm up as I go, no problem. Like playing a 16 and 18, twist 18, right off that, that's easy. And that'll get my legs like loosened up, and we go from there. Like, it's not a whole lot of like super streamy stuff or super fast stuff. I would much rather play to my strengths and try and show stuff mostly in like the mid to mid-high BPM range. Like, I would much rather try and play to my strengths for this showcase. 2.09.1 catch is so sad. Because no autumn break. No more ninth song, unfortunately. But yeah, the rest of the set should be pretty good to go. We're just gonna, like I said, the only two real problems to look at for singles are dark side and pneumono. Everything else is pretty solid. And then doubles I need to learn blindfolded for 4 of the 5 for sure. Kimchi fingers, I should be able to get back under reps because I've had that memorized in the past. I just need to relearn it. But the other 4 are going to be a problem. And then everything else after that I'll be able to see, but I'm going to see my death probably. Because it's all 24s and up from there. Alright, let's practice dark side for a bit, just so I can get it under my feet. I think for this one, 650 is probably the play. I don't want it actually faster, I'd rather just look ahead.
New tunes. So level 10. Level 23.
Let's practice. Let's play this at least a couple times. I really am tempted to try and bracket those bursts of 3, but I keep getting myself confused. I may just want to just do them.
Game over.
That or just pay more attention. Here, let's put Past G on. That's what practice is for. That is what practice is for. Luckily, I can just go right over here. I don't have to leave this folder. I can just stay right here. I have to go to the end of this, but at least it's right here. Let's just try and pay a little bit more attention. That's about the absolute lowest I'll accept for that chart. And even then, I don't find that very good. Gotta work at it more. So really, I do just need to pay attention to the beginning, and we can bracket this pretty easily. Just have to pay attention.
Next stage.
I hope these don't break the speakers, by the way, with how long, how hard the kicks are. Because now that I'm thinking about it, that's going to be loud. This is already a pretty loud song. Yeah, because I think this is the loudest thing since Selfish just got put down a bit. 1948 is pretty loud too.
It's loudest when you set.
Yeah.
Not play sample. Oh, you don't play samples.
Huh?
Never mind.
Heck, Ira.
Never mind me. Yeah, this is louder than Selfish.
Yeah, because Selfish is no longer loud. No, I'm good. I don't need to. I know. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of touch up. I ran through the singles part of our SGDQ set because I made a couple changes in songs for the easier and probably for the better overall. Because as much as I like playing Phantom Intermezzo as 22, I don't think it'll look terribly impressive just because of how I actually play it. And Takeout's just really awkward slow down run combined with a bunch of straight running, so I'd rather not play that one. I can get my slowdown fix with the other stuff. So I swapped them out for Papacito and Allegro Furia, so.
It's funny you say S20 is your least favorite. I think S17 is more boring than S20.
But it's meant to just be that kind of chart, and it's fine for that. For S20, it's a bunch of mostly straight runs. There's a couple turns, but there's not much. There's a little bit of bracketing at the very end, but it's not much. And then the slowdown is just it starts fine, and then it's kind of bad in the last 4 measures of it. Like, that makes it my least favorite, because the execution's not good in the slowdown. Let's try that again. Pretty good. That might actually be a PB. That's pretty good. Yeah.
You're the best!
Not bad.
Wow! New record!
If we can cut like 2 of the misses at the end, or just like break no earlier than where I did, and just have 1, that should be good enough. It's a pretty good score. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just keep it at 650. Read ahead. Just pay attention to the rhythms. We'll play this more. Make sure it's like down pat. But that's already much more. Because I know when I got that original Triple S, I know I kind of fluked it. I hadn't had great runs up to that point. It's not like really like solid in my muscle memory yet. So that's good to have. I'm gonna stop soon because I already played yesterday and kind of want to have dinner. I go back to work tomorrow morning. Like I still have 2 more weeks of like my daily shifts before I go back to my usual schedule. So I don't want to stay up too long, and I kind of want to play more Ys 8. I've really been enjoying playing Ys 8. Really, really fun. Like it took a while to get going, and then once it got going, it's definitely kept the momentum as a whole. Really, really fun. It's also a lot longer than I expected. I'm almost at the 20-hour mark, and my map says I've only explored like 57% of the map. Like it's a very big game. I knew it was bigger than the others from like what everybody was saying. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was, because I went through Ys 7 in about 18, 19 hours, and Oath of Felghana I went through in 12. So this is quite a big change. Hi, Possum. How you doing today? Yeah, we're doing practice. I was actually going to end soon, but there are a couple things I do want to practice before we shut that off, so I'm going to go do that.
Me too.
How was your day today?
Read it.
So, I kind of need to get this on my Phoenix account, because I keep screwing this up. Make no mistake, this chart is relentless, and I cannot believe it hasn't been re-rated yet. Oh, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. Naps are good. Naps are good in moderation, unless you're like me and nap a little too much at times. Hey, all I had to do was just say I could do it, and I did it in one try today. Good.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
I just had to say it, and I did the thing.
Next stage.
That was really all I wanted to do. Because that is in my set. I tell you what, I'm going to play 2 other songs in my set and we'll call it a day. We'll play Decadence and we'll play I Light Sky. Those will be a good way to finish off. That's good. Yeah, like I said a second ago, I've been playing a lot of East 8. This is pretty much up there with Memories of Self-Setup for favorite. Because my 2 favorites definitely before this were Origin, which was the first one I played out of recommendation. It's really good. And then Memories of Self-Setup is a really cool remake of 4. And up until then, everything else kind of fit below them in some way or form. And most of them have been very good. I think the only one I didn't really like as a whole was Yeast 1, just because it's very dated in ways. But it was still worth playing. But I took off with 8. I think we started last week. I finally booted up, and I was very impressed. Like once I got out of the first couple hours, I was very impressed.
Shortcut.
And the fact that they put that all into a Vita game, that's impressive.
Level 23.
Like I cannot believe they fit as much as they did into a Vita game. We love this little furry guy. Like we love Devitt as well. Devitt is like one of our favorite characters in like the modern games, but we love the furry dancer. I've called him like I've called him Chewbacca. Ellie calls him Cousin It. Bigfoot. Yeah, we got a billion names. I wonder if Marie gave it a name. We'll have to ask Marie. She's great. Marie is just very funny. She knows what she's doing when she's making these VGAs. everyone's gonna love just the song itself, so it'll be fine. I would like to do well, but I'd be okay with that score.
You're the best! Next stage.
You is another one of those artists that really understands the assignment. You can definitely tell his songs are his style, but he manages to make them, like when he's like doing original commissions, he makes them in ways that are very fitting for the game they are made for. Like Decadence is great for Modern Pump. A lot of good energy there. Wild Aura was perfect for Chrono Circle, one of the best originals in that game. In a game with very strong originals as a whole. Like Chrono Circle's original lineup was a whole amazing. I can't think of any song that was less than good. But this is an artist that understands the assignment and knows what needs to be done. He was very good. And that's kind of a good thing to bring up because he says he was very influenced by early Bemani. And at least at the time an interview was written, his favorite old song was Snowstorm by Taka, which is why he made his own remix for Voltex. So you never know what's going to happen in terms of people catapulting off your work. You never know who you inspire. Alright, Iolite Sky and we're done for the day. Just funny because we've kind of had an Iolite Sky today. We had storm last night, but it's just very clear now. Looks like nothing happened at this point.
Level to level 24.
Oh, such a good song, BGA instead of charts. Definitely some of the best content the last game had to offer. I really don't know anyone who doesn't like this song, at least a little bit. Like, I really can't think of a single person who says, I don't like Iolite Sky. It's pretty appealing. Really bad opening. Okay. Bad. Very bad. Oh well, we'll practice that another day.
That's the way to go.
Oh well. We're not in any danger of failing. Like, we're not in danger of failing, I just want to put up a good score on that. It's one of the coolest charts in that range, but it's also one of my weaker ones. Oh yeah, fantastic song. You know, Doan has been composing original tunes for Pump for a decade and a half now. He really does just improve over time. Like his style over the years has definitely become more refined. And we still like his older songs as a whole, barring a few exceptions that are no longer in the game. But yeah, his newer stuff is just really, really, really well done. So I'm glad he's still involved with the series. Like, he actually started playing pretty seriously lately. Like, actually playing the game. And I think he's, like, passing, what, like 23s now? Dylan. I think he's passing, like, 23s now. He's been getting good fast. And he's even older than I am. So, that really goes to show that age is not a limiting factor up to a certain level. And if you really want to go for it, you can go for it. You just have to put in the effort and know how to practice efficiently. Anyway, else, that's going to be it for me today. Thank y'all for coming in for a very short stream. We did get some highlights. Like, I'm very happy with some of the stuff. Like, the Zero Eyes hurt a little bit to both miss the Superb Game rank and the next grade up. But it was still a personal best by quite a bit, so I'm very happy for that. And some other stuff that happened. Let me see if I can find y'all a host. I think I know who's going on right now. Let's go take a peek real quick. Yes, I see a Gabby playing some demos. Let's go say hi to Gabby. Yeah, if you don't know Blackheart, they're great. They are lovely. And you should go say hi to them and give them some support. But I'm going to rest for tonight, and tomorrow, no stream tomorrow after I get off work, especially since, actually, when am I going to stream next? I actually have a meeting for something on Wednesday night for the upcoming Later Arcaders event because I'm doing clip taking for them. So probably no stream Wednesday either. So we'll probably do something Thursday. We'll say Thursday. But y'all go say hi to Blackheart. Go have some fun. And I'll see y'all next stream. Thanks for watching, everyone.